Hello, Aries. Welcome to your June reading. We're going to take a look at your love life for June. So this will be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries. We're going to look at the past, present, what's on your person's mind that you're thinking about. How do they view you? How do they feel about you? What can you expect from them as far as energy? What are they hiding? What's your advice? And what is your outcome? We're also going to use a separate deck to clarify. Stick around to the end of the reading because the energy can switch up. And I also have an announcement. All right, let's do it. Recent past, what do we got? We got the Wheel of Fortune, Aries. So changes, right? This could be a karmic relationship as well with the Wheel of Fortune. Something unexpected may have happened, but it's part of your path, right? The Wheel of Fortune is good change, but it's also change that we have to really dive into to perhaps learn some lessons. What's going on presently, Aries? The Ace of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Could be some healing going on. Also professing love, right? It's requited. This is two people that are falling in love. Somebody's in love here, or they will be in June. Could be new, but it doesn't have to be. What's on this person's mind or what will be on their mind? The Hermit. Major arcana for Virgo. So very slow energy, right? On their mind is being very cautious. But look how he has the lantern. He wants to discover more. He wants to uncover, right? There's some sort of research. There's just an intrigue and wisdom. Sometimes we're doing it apart, but not always. All right. What do they think of you, Aries? The Ace of Swords, another ace. So it could be another, like a newer connection, but not, it doesn't have to be that way. But those of you that are single, feels like there could be something new coming in as well. But with the Ace of Swords, you've got Aquarius energy here. But the Ace of Swords is, I want to speak my truth, right? I see something as successful or victorious. I want the truth. I want to communicate the truth. There's this clarity that's going on. So they view you as really wanting communication, wanting success in the connection. How do they feel about you, or how will they feel about you? We've got the Eight of Cups. Eight is all about change. We've got Cups, the emotion. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So they feel like they want to leave the past in the past. If you're single, Aries, this person that's coming in is making big changes to leave things in the past that they were emotionally connected to as well. How will they be moving towards you? What can you expect? You've got the Hanged Man. So we've got another major arcana. So big shifts in energy. We got Pisces showing up to the party. So with the Hanged Man, this is, kind of pausing. Their energy seems very curious, but also very almost cautious. The Hanged Man can be kind of waiting around for something, but he's also having this light bulb moment. He's seeing something in a new perspective. I think for some of y'all have had history with this person and you're currently with them or you were with them or something like that. It feels like they want to leave things in the past. They're having this kind of enlightenment throughout June. What are they hiding? What's in the hidden factors? We've got the Two of Wands. So again, this energy of kind of like waiting for your next move. We've got Leo, Sag, Aries, a decision or a choice that they're going to be making. They're not really sure. Do they go left? Do they go right? This is also your life path, right? This is setting a path for the future. So again, this just feels like some soul searching has been going on here, Aries. It seems very wise, very cautious, but very sure as well. What's your advice from Spirit? You got the Eight of Swords. Don't get stuck in your head. We got another eight. So June is all about changes here with these eights showing. The Eight of Swords is you got to make a move. Like, don't just stand there and think about it over and over and over, right? You're going to feel trapped or you're going to feel confused, right? Again, this could be a situation where we were at a stalemate, but something's happening here that's supposed to happen. What's the outcome for you two? What do we got? The Knight of Wands, Leo, Sag, Aries. So somebody's riding in, right? The Knights are in pursuit. This guy gets a bad rap for being a player, but not always. Sometimes the Knight of Wands is pursuing, again, some sort of change. There's a lot of passion. He knows what he wants. He's taking action. Sometimes he's coming and going, but not always. We're going to figure out what this Knight of Wands wants. All right, traveling forward. All right, we're going to clarify, but before we do, let me let you know the link to the extended reading will be down below. We're going to dive deeper into the outcome. We're going to see how they completely feel about you, what's going on in their world. So if you want to dive deeper, that link will be in the description box and pinned in the comment section. Also, I'm going to put info for personal readings down below. I'm doing those again. And there is a tarot course coming up that you need to register for. All of that will be below. All right, Aries, let's dive in, see what's going on. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you know when I upload. All right, what does June look like for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries. Do one more shuffle. I always pre-shuffle, y'all, but you know. Hey, let me know in the comment section where y'all are watching from. Interesting. I've been doing this for a long time and see people from all over the world, but I want to know. Let me know in the comments where you are watching. All right, Aries, let's do it. So in the recent past, we got this kind of fated energy, right? This destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. Why is this here in the recent past for Aries? Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. So with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a delay to some sort of commitment, relationship. Maybe you or them were non-committal in the past. We've got Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but something happened in the recent past here. And it was unexpected, but it's also to learn some sort of lesson about probably somebody who didn't want to commit. Feels like that changes, like somebody's having this kind of aha moment. Also, too, for those of you who are single, you were not in a commitment, they were not in a commitment, but like, again, you're brought into each other's lives for a purpose, for a reason. Why is the Ace of Cups the present energy for Aries in love? What's this Ace of Cups? And Temperance in reverse. I feel like you guys have done a lot of healing as well. You're working on yourselves presently, and so are they. Temperance in reverse, major for Sagittarius. This is my emotions are all over the place. There's been a lack of balance. Somebody wasn't willing to cooperate. Somebody felt bad. Boop, boop, crazy. I can't curse on my channel, apparently, says YouTube. So I bleep them out. But this is like I'm losing my freaking mind, or I did, right? But this feels more like in the past, there was a lack of compromise to commit with somebody. And currently we've got healing taking place. We've got this love that's being offered, this kind of realization that they want to be with you or you want to be with them. If you've pulled away from someone, Aries, they're going bat, bleep, 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 crazy. What's on their mind? The Hermit, sign of Virgo. Why? And see, King of Cups. Scorpio energy, but it can be anybody. Let's talk about him. What's the King of Cups? Somebody who loves unconditionally. They're in love, right? There's a very psychic, beautiful, emotional connection. He doesn't care what you look like or what car you drive, Aries. This person loves deeply with the King of Cups. And on their mind is, again, maybe you guys like pulled away, you're in seclusion from each other. If you're the one that, pulled the trigger on that, they're losing their freaking mind over it because this person's, in love or they want to be with you. They want to show you. Sometimes the King of Cups will keep those emotions hidden, but they feel it very, very deeply. For a newer connection, those of you who are single, this person's going to be like, oh, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about Aries, right? Like, I feel like I could love this person, or they're going to feel like they're falling quickly. How do they view you? What do they think of you? Ace of Swords. You've got the Magician in reverse. Major for Virgo or Gemini. Magician in reverse is a loss of power, control. It can be somebody that's been quite manipulative in the past. It's our first major arcana, but when it's in reverse, it's like, I don't really want to manifest this. Maybe you pulled the wool over my eyes in the past. They view you as being very sharp and speaking your mind about that. I would expect those of you to hear from somebody here that maybe you've had kind of a bumpy road, maybe even some seclusion. They know like you want the truth as to maybe why they were misbehaving in the past. Others of you are just going to flat out tell somebody here you're not really looking for something long term with this person. How do they feel about you deep down? What's going on in their emotions? Eight of Cups, Three of Wands in reverse. Leo, Sag, Aries energy. That Three of Wands in reverse is somebody had to turn their back on this connection. I think for those of you who this will be a new connection in June, they've had to walk away from something that just was not manifesting. They thought it was going to happen, but it didn't. And for some of you, that's with you, right? Others of you, they're leaving that trauma or that energy behind. Emotionally, they know they have to leave some things with you from the past behind, or you're just going to turn your back on this. Yeah, see the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Could have been another person involved. If there was another person involved, I feel like in June, they leave someone behind. And when I say person, it doesn't have to be love, a love interest. I mean, it could, but it could also just be like their career. Like maybe they were putting too much energy into their career, or they had a nosy mom or a nosy neighbor. something like that. This is all about, I let you down in the past, Aries. I've discovered some things. I've been on my own. I've done some soul searching. Yeah, you're probably pissed off at me and you're going to give me a mouthful here. But, and that Queen of Pentacles is all about very stable energy. It's somebody that really wants to commit. Moving forward, what can you expect? So how are they going to be acting throughout June? We've got the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, and the Queen of Swords. A lot of communication. You've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. They're putting somebody from their past on pause as well. Somebody that caused some issues for them. With the Queen of Swords, could have been an ex, a baby mama, something like that. But they're having a new perspective on something as well throughout June. Like they see the light with that Hanged Man, and it has to do with this Queen of Swords energy. It also, for a lot of you, especially those of you who are female watching, you're taking on that Queen of Swords energy, and she will cut you off and cut you out. And so they know that this is all about Aries, you know, meaning business here. What are they hiding? What's going on behind the scenes throughout June? We've got the Two of Wands with the Four of Swords in reverse. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. That could be the energy of coming out of a break. Somebody that, again, you've been secluded from. It can be kind of restless energy as well. I feel like what's going on with them that maybe you won't see or know with that Two of Wands is they are going to be a little bit of a crossroads, but I think it's more because of your energy. They don't know what to expect from you. They seem decisive, like they're ready to move forward with you. But there's been some stuff going on in the past. And those of you who are single, you've had some stuff in your past, and so have they. So they're going to be at a little bit of a crossroads, which is going to cause a little bit of restless energy. But I also feel like for a lot of you, there's this like return energy as well. What's your advice from Spirit? We've got the Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords the advice for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in love? Eight of Swords, the Emperor in reverse. There you guys are. Your major arcana, Aries. You guys always show up in your readings. Love it. So the Emperor in reverse, when they feel a loss of power or control, they can kind of rage or act out, right? Because the Emperor in the upright likes to be in control. He requires stability and order. He sets boundaries, right? You're going to have to set some boundaries, not necessarily just with this person, Aries, but also within yourself, right? You may feel, and we've got the Magician in reverse as well of how they view you. This is also a loss of power or control, right? And in the past, you could still be with this person, but there was something that went on in the past where you felt that loss of power. So you're going to be thinking about this over and over and over. You may be frustrated. You may be pissed off because you don't know how to move forward with this person. It feels like trust issues here. But with this King of Cups in the upright, it just feels as though they want to love you. They want to love you hard. Why is this King of Cups here on this person's mind? We got to revisit that. We've got the Princess of Swords in reverse. So that would be like the Page of Swords in reverse and the Rider-Waite deck. Yeah, I feel like you're really pissed off at this person. You may have found out that they were married or they were still dealing with like a baby mama or something like that. I don't think that's the case throughout June, though. It's almost like you gave them a piece of your Aries mouth and you set them straight and it put them upside down. Like their emotions are all over the place. I don't think this person was necessarily willing to compromise in the past, but it feels like now they are. But you're the issue. Not that you're the issue, Aries, but like the issue will be with you, whether you can recover, whether you can trust. Again, it looks trustworthy, but again, you're going to have to figure that out. You're upside down here in the advice. Why is the Emperor in reverse? Why is the Emperor? And I think a lot of you singles just have trust issues because of what's happened in the past. I mean, I get it. The Emperor in reverse, yeah. The Six of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Yeah. Having a loss of power, control, or being really pissed off about something that went on in the past with the Six of Cups. But Spirit's also warning you, whomever this is, you're going to feel that very strong emotional connection to this person. It's going to be tough. That's why we got a crossroads coming here too, as well. Do I let them back in? Here they are. Can we move forward? Can I let my past go if I'm single? Can they let their past go? What's the outcome here for the two of you? We've got the Knight of Wands. So the Knights in Tarot, they're always in pursuit, right? They're moving. They're coming and going. The Knight of Wands is arriving with a lot of passion, He's got that energy of like he loves to exit but hates to stay at times. He's not the most committal, but let's see why. Knight of Wands. Yeah, see with the Nine of Pentacles. I don't feel like that this is this person taking off on you though. I feel like this is residual energy from the past. And with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like that's Aries. Even though it's earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, I don't know that you're going to give this person a chance. We'll find out more in the extended reading. I want to dive more into their energy over there as well as like as far as like secretive energy, like what are their true intentions? Because here it feels like they're very well aware that like you're kind of pissed or something went down. They're going to express themselves. They're making changes. If there was somebody in the past, they're moving away from that person. But with the Knight of Wands, it's like, I almost feel like something passionate happens or like they ride in and then you're like, no, I don't trust it. I'm out. I need to be single. I need to be on my own. I'm going to focus on my career, my money. This could be a missed opportunity, but mom here is here to tell ya, if you give it a shot, and we'll see more in the extended, I feel like this could be okay. Nine of Pentacles, yeah, see the Empress. This person's clearly very attracted to you, whether you're male or female. We've got major there for Taurus and Libra. The Empress loves herself or loves himself. There's a lot of abundance. I think you guys are going to be doing very well in June with your career and your money as well. Maybe focusing just on that. Something new could be coming in for a lot of you in that area for career, businesses, something like that. But the Empress loves themselves, takes good care of themselves, nurtures, is full of abundance, ruled by Venus. It's all about love. But it can often be loving oneself on that Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to make this person wait. I don't care if you're single, if you're married, if you're already with this person, if you're away, it doesn't matter. This is all about Aries. Fool me once, a fool me twice. This is that energy. I don't see you completely giving them a chance in June, but hell, they're going to try. Whomever this is. Very strong, powerful boss bitch energy for Aries. And again, in the extended, we'll look deeper into this person and see what their true intentions are, what they're hiding, blah, blah, blah. Now, as far as the special announcement, I just recently celebrated like 100 years on YouTube back the beginning of May. And so I wanted to do a private reading giveaway again. So all you have to do to enter is down in the comments below. Again, let me know where you are watching from and let me know if you want to enter the drawing. I will pick the winner on July 1st, just randomly. I'm just going to go through so you can comment on as many readings as you want that you'd like to be part of the drawing. Let me know in the comments section. And other than that, I will see y'all over on the extended reading. Don't forget to like the video. I love you hard. Love me hard back. And we'll speak soon. Take care.